Hey there, everybody. This is CP Cards and Dice, and welcome to another tournament game using time travel baseball. A couple of things that attracted me to time travel baseball was the enthusiasm of a couple of the members of the Facebook group, Time Travel Baseball. So you should definitely join there. It's a lot of fun. Game plays very easily. The cards are very nice and clean, uncluttered, very easy to read. They have narrative there. The players have qualities. It's a little bit like History Maker Baseball, but of course it's different from History Maker Baseball. And it's just very easy to play and it's just a lot of fun and a no stress game. So we're playing game one of a 3-game set versus the Cruisers. I took down the information on the rotations and on the lineups, and I'm following that. So we're going to see Whitey Ford, the lefty ace workhorse, versus Vida Blue, the workhorse for the Chomskys. So get ready because the game's about to start. It is the Chomskys versus the Cruisers in the Time Travel Baseball League. We're using iScore to get to keep track of the stats for us. And here goes. It's going to be Ricky Henderson, Ozzie Smith, and Ron Swoboda for the Cruisers. Going to be using the 6-sided dice. They're actually very interesting dice. They are 1 through 6 twice on each die, I guess you could say. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 just on one die. So they're double D6s. And I don't know, I just thought it was a cool novelty thing. So we're going to read the actually, we should read the red one first. It's easier for me to remember. Let me see if I have a red one floating around here somewhere. There it is. Yes, we do have a red one. So we're going to read the red one, and then we're going to read the yellow die. It's easier than blue for me. Easier to remember. So here goes. So it's going to be a 9 with the red being the pitcher's die. So it's going to be off Vida Blue, and that's an infield pop-up. So Ricky Henderson pops it up to the infield. And we got one away. Ozzie Smith is next. That's actually a 9, but this time the yellow is higher, and that is going to be the batter's card. And that's going to be a hard hit ground ball at the shortstop. Rick Burleson, the Rooster, scoops it, fires the first, and in time to get Ozzie Smith. And here's Ron Swoboda. Against lefties, Ron Swoboda bats third, and that is an 8. And it's a swing and a miss. Swoboda goes down on strikes. Easy inning for Vida Blue. Here comes Whitey Ford. Now the Chomskys have all righties in the lineup except for Keith Hernandez, who bats 6th, and Rick Manning, who bats 8th, and of course the pitcher. So here goes time travel baseball. You roll 2d6. That is going to be a 9, but the yellow is higher, so that means it's off the batter. And it's a hard hit ground ball. Julio Cruz is the batter. It's Cruz, Rick Burleson, and Roberto Clemente. 6-3 put out, followed by Rudy York in the cleanup spot. Gene Tennis batting 5th. Batting 6th is Keith Hernandez. 7th is Jimmy Pearsall, the left fielder. 8th is Rick Manning, and Vida Blue is the 9th place batter. Pitch from Whitey Ford, checks in for the sign with Joe Garagiola. Oh, that's a double, so we're going to pull a card, a gamble card here. So let's see where we can put that. And we can bring it across the table to the other side. So the gamble card is going to show the batter. So that's going to be, we're going to read it off the batter. So we're reading the 5-5 off Burleson, and that is a ground ball up the middle and through into center field. Joe DiMaggio plays it. Rick Burleson can't steal bases. So Whitey Ford's going to throw over. Keep them close. Roberto Clemente steps into the box. Whitey Ford checks the sign. Big curveball for a strike, but there goes Burleson. The throw down, not in time. Stolen base for Burleson. Here's Roberto Clemente. We're going to probably have to get a drink. That's going to be doubles again, so we're pulling a card. Where are the cards? This side. We're looking for the picture. This is a 4-4. It's a strikeout. I'm going to have to get a drink. Give me a second. All right. So that's 2 outs. And here comes Rudy York. Burleson is on second base. Oh, that's an 11, but it's off of Whitey Ford. And the lead runner's picked off. Ouch. So they pick off Burleson. Whitey Ford fires it to Smith. Smith with the tag, and Rick Burleson was caught by surprise at second base. Picked off. 1-6. All right. We go to Joe DiMaggio leading off the top of the second. This game plays pretty fast. It's going to be a 4 off DiMaggio, and that is line base hit left center field. Played by Manny. Here's Tony Perez. Hey there, RF. How are you, brother? We're playing a tournament game, a time travel tournament game between the Cruisers and my team, the Chomskys at home. Here's Tony Perez, a right-handed hitter. That's going to be an 8. You add up the D6s. When it's the red is higher, you read off the pitcher. When the yellow is higher, you read off the batter. So that's going to be 8 off the batter, and that is a swing and a miss at a Vida Blue fastball. The high cheese gets Perez. And here's Buck Weaver. Buck Weaver's a switch hitter. Let me tell you a little bit about Buck Weaver. I have his 1919 White Sox card. So you get players from all over history, baseball history. And he batted .296. That's all the information I have on him on the card. That's going to be an 11 off Weaver's card, and that is a base hit single, short single they call it in this game. Runner moves up only 1 base. And here is Damaso Garcia. Damaso Garcia, the right-handed hitter. He played, I think, with the Blue Jays, right? That's going to be an 8, but that is off Vida Blue. Big curveball gets Damaso, swings and misses it way in front of that pitch. 2 outs. And here's Joe Garagiola. Yes, sirree. Lefty batter. Here's a pitch from Blue, and that is a 10 off Garagiola. That's going to be a short single, but lefty versus lefty is going to be a strikeout. It's a question mark on that. And that's going to retire the side. Rudy York in the bottom of the second. And that is a 3 off Whitey Ford. And that is a little blooper that dunks in front of Ricky Henderson. So a base hit. Little flare off the bat that drops in. Here's Gene Tennis. And that is an 11 off of Tennis, and that is ball 4. First and second. Keith Hernandez. And that is a 7 off Hernandez, which is a fly ball, right field. 1 down. Jimmy Pearsall is next. With 1 out, runners on first and second. And that is a 7 off Pearsall. That's a fly ball. This time it's to left field. Ricky Henderson comes over, settles under it. 2 out. And it's Rick Manning, the left-hander. That's from the left side. That's why he's batting 8th in the lineup. Good center fielder, though. He's a 3 center fielder. And that is going to be a 7, so we're going to pull a gamble card because the red is higher. And it's going to be with a runner on second. Single, right fielder advances 2 bases. Runners advance 2 bases. Single to right. Coach fears arm of star. 2 or 3 in right field. Ron Swoboda. Let's see what Ron Swoboda is in right field. He's a 0 in right field. Let's see. Star 2 or star 3 right fielder. Runner advances 1 base. Bonehead runner. I don't think I have a bonehead here. So runners advance 2 bases. This would be an RBI single, sending Gene Tennis to third. 2 outs. Runners on first and third. And here's Vida Blue. Vida Blue just uses his, where is he? He just uses his regular card. A regular pitching card. He got different pitching cards, but he's nothing special. So here goes, 2 outs. That's going to be a 10 off of Whitey Ford, and that is a swing and a miss and a strikeout to retire the side. But the Chomskys pick up a run here in the bottom of the second. I'm going to write that down to keep track of this. Bottom of the second, and that was Manning single. All right, here's Whitey Ford leading off, top of the inning. That's a 7, but off Ford is a fly ball. Center field, 1 out. Ricky Henderson is next. Hey there, Al, Red Sox fan. How are you, brother? Deep drive season 71 after watching the other day. I will probably did not make, I'm losing my connection, is unstable. I'm going to lose my connection, brothers. Oh, came back. All right, around this time, I get weird connections. I'm getting the Google thing tomorrow, whatever that's called. That's going to be installed. Deep drive season 71. Yeah, 71. You're not going to regret it. Deep drive is a fun game to play. Very, very affordable. You get every player $12. Just print them out as you need them. That's how I do it. I started printing out the the American League when I played the A's, and then the National League when I played the Mets. Ricky Henderson is up, 1 out. I may have rolled. I'm not sure I'm going to roll again. This is going to be a 9 off Henderson. That's a hard ground ball. Off of Blue to shortstop. And that's 2 down. Here's Ozzie Smith. And that is a 6 off Blue, and that is a sharp ground ball. Ozzie Smith's a switch hitter, so he's batting righty. That's going to be to Rudy York at third base. I switched. I put Rudy York at third base, and I put Tennis behind the plate. Better defensively. Julio Cruz is now leading off the bottom of the third. 1-0 Chomskys on an RBI single by Rick Manning in the bottom of the second. Here's the pitch, and that is an 8. We read it off the pitcher. That's a strikeout. Whitey Ford strikes out Cruz. 1 down. Rick Burleson, he's 1 for 1. That's a 6 off Burleson. That's a slow ground ball. Damaso charges. Garcia throws him out. 4-3. 2 down. And Bobby Clemente. That's a 4 off of Clemente, and that is ball 4. And Clemente can't steal a base every so often, so Whitey Ford is going to throw over a couple of times to keep him close. Checks in with Garagiola for the sign. Rudy York at the plate. Power hitting Rudy York. Here's the pitch. That's high. There goes Clemente. Throw down from Joe Garagiola, and he is out. No, the ball comes loose. He is safe. Safe at second base with a stolen base is Clemente. Here's the pitch to Rudy York. Oh, and that is a deep drive. No doubt about that. Way back in left center field. Ricky Henderson looks up, and it's 3-0. 2-run shot by Rudy York. He's got an 11 there, and that's an 11 off of the batter. Ouch. And we'll check to see how many, I don't really care. I'm not a big data guy, but I will check to see how many home runs Rudy York has hit so far in this season. Yeah. You know what? I don't have the total stats. That's kept by the league commissioner. I don't have the total stats. I don't know if we're ever going to see those, but we do a lot of stat keeping. Gene Tennis is up with nobody on. 2 outs. Here's the pitch from Whitey Ford. That's going to be a 4, but that's off Ford, and that's ball 4. So tennis with the second walk of the game. Here's Keith Hernandez. Pitch. That's a 6, and that's a slow ground ball. Whitey Ford over to first. To the side. So a 2-run shot by Rudy York in the bottom of the third. It is 3-zip. Vida Blue on the mound for the Chomskys today against Ron Swoboda. Wait a second. That was an out right there. Didn't record the out for some reason. All right, there you go. Here's a pitch to Swoboda. That's going to be a 5 off Swoboda's card, and that is grounded up the middle and just past Julio Cruz into center field. So Ron Swoboda muscles a single into center through the infield. And here's Joe DiMaggio with a 6, which is a sharp ground ball to the shortstop. Burleson flips to Cruz. The relay to first in time. 6-4-3 double play. Two outs. Tony Perez. Perez is 0 for 1. He struck out. That's an 11, and that is a base hit, single. Frozen rope to left field, played on a hop by Jimmy Pearsall. And Buck Weaver. Buck Weaver's a switch hitter, batting from the right side. And that's going to be a 9 off Weaver, and that's a hard hit ground ball, and Cruz is going to step on the bag to retire the side. Go to the bottom of the fourth. 3-0 Chomskys. Keith Hernandez leading it off. No, actually it's Jimmy Pearsall. Hey there, SDG Replays. How are you, brother? Jimmy Pearsall with an 8. That's going to be off Pearsall, and that is a chopper to the third baseman. Buck Weaver charges in, bare hands. It fires to first. Oh, it pulled Tony Perez off the bag, but he swung around and tagged him. And the umpire says Pearsall is out. Pearsall doesn't like it. He doesn't think so. Goes down as a 5-3 if you're scoring at home, in which you should be. Here's Rick Manning. He's got an RBI single today. Playing time travel baseball. Oh, that's double sixes. Double sixes means we pull a gamble card. We look at the picture. That's a pitcher's card. And that's a fly ball in the gap. And that's going to drop in there. Ron Swoboda with a valiant effort. But Manning into second base with a 1-out double. And the pitcher up, Vida Blue. And that's going to be a 6, Vida Blue. And that is a sharp ground ball. They're going to, at second, at actually Ozzie Smith. And he's going to look Rick Manning back to first. 2 outs, run around, back to second. 2 outs, run around second. Here's Julio Cruz. And that's a 7 off Cruz, and that's a pop-up. Back goes Weaver. In comes the left fielder, Henderson, and it's Henderson. We go to top of the 5th. 3-0. Vida Blue with a shutout so far. A couple more innings, he gets a shutout card. You got these little shutout cards. So if you've got a shutout going in the beginning of the 7th inning, you get a shutout card, which is a cool thing. Got a lot of little colorful, gimmicks, I guess you can call them. Damaso Garcia. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. That's an 11 off of Blue, and this is line base hit for Garcia. He's on at first. He is fast. Joe Garagiola. Here's a pitch. That's an 8 off of Blue, and that's a swing and a miss. Gets Garagiola swinging. Pitcher's up, Whitey Ford. We let Whitey Ford bat away. He's a lefty hitter, I believe. Most likely. And that's going to be a 7, so we're going to pull a gamble card. And it's off the pit. It's actually with a runner on first. Single, cut off nicely by the center fielder. Careless center fielder, which he is not, would allow it to become a double. Oh, and there goes Garcia is going to try for third, and the throw from Manning, and he is out. Tagged out by Rudy at third base. By Rudy York at third base. So that's going to be a single. And he gets thrown out at third by the center fielder. Oh, wait, hold on a second. Yep, he was at first. So I did that right. So he's out, tagged out, 8-5. And Whitey Ford is on at first. Top of the fifth. This game plays very quickly. Here's the pitch to Ricky Henderson with a runner on first. Oh, double threes. So we're going to have to pull and look at the picture. The picture is of a batter. So double threes is line drive, base hit, center field, played on a hop by Rick Manning. And on that single with 2 outs, let's see what Ford does on that single. He's going to move up to second. He's going to stop at second base. First and second, 2 outs. Ozzie Smith, that's the tying run. Ozzie Smith, 3-0 Chomsky's. Here's the pitch to Smith. And that's doubles again. We got to pull a card. Look at the picture. The picture is of a batter, so that's a 5-5, and that's going to be line drive base hit off of Smith, and that's going to score. Oh, that's a short fly. We got to check and see what that is. Short fly with 2 outs. Daring scores. Whitey Ford is not daring, so everybody's going to move up base. Base is loaded. And here's Ron Swoboda. Base is loaded. Ron Swoboda. Swoboda's 1 for 2. He struck out and singled. And at top of the fifth, bases loaded, 2 out, 3-0 Chomsky's. Cruisers are up with the bases loaded. It's Ronnie Swoboda. And that is a double 4. We're going to have to pull a card and look at the picture. And this is going to be the pitcher this time. And Vida Blue is a swing and a miss. And a big strikeout for Vida Blue. Gets Ron Swoboda chasing a ball out of the strike zone. Blue must be working on a new pitch. Rick Burleson, Roberto Clemente, and Rudy York, 2, 3, and 4. Here's a pitch from Whitey Ford. That's going to be a 7. That's a fly ball, left field. Hooking away from Henderson, but he runs it down. Bobby Clemente now with an 8 off of the pitcher. That's a swing and a miss. Clemente fooled. Strikes out. And here's Rudy York with a 6, and that is a slow ground ball to shortstop. Charging is Ozzie Smith, fires the first, retires the side to go to top of the 6th. It's Joe DiMaggio, Tony Perez, and Buck Weaver. Here's the pitch from Vida Blue. That's going to be a 7 off Blue. We're pulling a gamble card on that. We're reading nobody on base. That's a home run, inches above the ball. Unless Manning backing up to the track, to the wall, with his back up against the wall. He leaps and pulls it back down. He robbed Joe DiMaggio of a home run. Holy smokes. And made it into a deep fly out because he's alert out there. They keep the shutout intact. One more inning and he gets a shutout card. Tony Perez. 1 away. And that is a 3 slow ground ball. Back to Blue. Blue over to first. 2 down. And here's Buck Weaver. And that is a 5 off Weaver. It's a slow ground ball. This time it's to Burleson. Burleson charges, throws on the run in time. Low throw, but scooped out by Keith Hernandez at first base. Bottom of the 6th. Whitey Ford versus Gene Tennis. Gene Tennis is 0 for 0. He's walked twice today. And that is a 5 off Tennis, and that is his 3rd walk of the day. Keith Hernandez now. There's a pitch to Hernandez. That's an 8, a swing and a miss. Hernandez down on strikes. Jimmy Pearsall, pitch from Whitey Ford. That's doubles. We're going to look at the picture. Gamble card picture. It is a batter. And that is a swing and a miss by Pearsall. He goes down on strikes. 2 strikeouts in this inning. For Whitey Ford, here's the pitch to Manning. That's a 7. That's a gamble card with a runner on first. And that is going to say fly out center field. A 0 center fielder, I doubt DiMaggio is 0, kicks the ball away for an error. So it's a line out. And that retires the side. And we'll double check just to make sure, but I have, yeah, he's a top quality fielder. All right, so Damaso Garcia here in the top of the 7th. We go to our shutout card. Exactly what we've been waiting for, what the doctor ordered. So Vida Blue with a shutout. We pull a shutout card, and here goes. Pitch to Damaso Garcia. That's a 9 off of the shutout card. A hard hit ground ball to Rudy York. Nice play. Fires to first in time. 1 down. Joe Garagiola. And that is a 9, and that is, again, a hard ground ball. This time it's to Julio Cruz at second. 2 down. And down by 3-0 in the top of the 7th with 2 outs. I am not – if there were a runner on, I'd probably pinch hit for Whitey Ford. Otherwise, I'm not going to do that right here. Try to limit changes as much as possible. That's a 6. And that's a sharp ground ball to, again, Cruz. And Cruz throws him out to retire the side. Bottom of the 7th. 3-0 Chomsky's. Here's Rick Manning. Oh, actually, it's the pitcher, Vida Blue. Vida Blue, and that's a 9 off of Blue, and that is a hard ground ball played by the first baseman, Tony Perez. Next batter is Julio Cruz, and that is a 9 off the pitcher, and that is an infield fly, shortstop. 2 down. And here's Rick Burleson. He's 1 for 3. Ooh, double 6s. Pull a card. That's the batter. And that's a drive in the gap. Will Henderson get there? No, he does not. It falls in there. 1 hop off the wall. DiMaggio plays it, gets it in quickly. Here's the play at second base, and he is safe with a double, a 2-out double for Rick Burleson. Brings up Bobby Clemente, 350 hitter. We're going to walk him and face a 300 hitter in Rudy York. Here's a pitch to Rudy York, and that is a 6. Slow ground ball. Tony Perez steps on the bag ahead of York to retire the side. So good move by the manager to walk the always dangerous Roberto Clemente. So this is a very easy game to play. I highly recommend it. It cost me all of $10 to buy this game. I bought the, I actually got it, well, actually, I'm lying. It was $10 plus $8 shipping. I got a little plastic folder with some charts like these. See that? You get all these charts. You get these cards, the gamble cards. It's a lot of fun, this game. It's easy to play. I highly recommend it. You can, I think you can, I'm not sure if you can print PDF. You can print it out for even less money. But for $18, you have a game. I've played tons of hours for $18. You go to a movie theater now that you couldn't do that right now, but if the world gets back to normal, that's $18, and you go watch 2 hours and that's it. And usually the movie sucks. Ricky Henderson. Top of the 8th, we got a shutout card going for Vida Blue. Here's the pitch to Henderson. And that's going to be a 6 off Henderson. That's a slow ground ball. Rudy better hurry, and he throws, and scooped out by Henderson, and it got him just by half a step. That kid Henderson, this is his 1980s card. I think he has a future. He can fly. Ozzie Smith. That's doubles, so we're going to pull a card and look at the picture. The picture is of a batter, so we're going to look off the batter, and that is a swing and a miss. Smith strikes out. Ron Swoboda, who's 1 for 3. That's a 5 off Swoboda, and that is a ground ball base hit. 2-out single for Swoboda. So the tying run is on deck. Here's Joe DiMaggio, and that's an 11 off of the pitcher card, and that's a base hit single. Runner moves to second. Tony Perez. Tying run, Tony Perez. He's got good power. He's got a home run of 66 and a 1 at 11. So if we roll that 11, he gets a home run. The game is tied against the shutout card. Ouch. So the Cruisers want a 1-1 or a 6-6 here. See if they get it. And it's going to be a 7. It's going to be a deep fly ball. Left side of the field. Jimmy Pearsall back to the track with his back against the wall, and he hauls it in to retire the side. Tony Perez didn't get it all on that one, unfortunately for him and for the Cruisers. Bottom of the 8th, Whitey Ford against Gene Tennis. And that is an 11. Gene Tennis, that's ball 4. He's walked 4 times in this game. That's the opposite of a golden sombrero. That's a golden sombrero, which is for strikeouts. This is some sort of sombrero for walks. He's walked 4 times today. Gene Tennis. He was picked up in the over during spring training. He was a scrub, and he was picked up, and he's a starter. He's doing a pretty decent job. Gene Tennis is on at first. Keith Hernandez now, left-hand hitting batter, good contact hitter. We're not going to be doing anything special with him right now. Here's the pitch. That is a 7. That's a gamble card opportunity. Inside the park home run. Star center fielder DiMaggio is back to the wall and makes a great, outstanding catch. Joe DiMaggio, holy smokes, robs Keith Hernandez of a potential game, home run, inside the park home run. Wow. Would have hit off the top of the wall. Wouldn't have gone over, but Joe DiMaggio timed his jump perfectly. That's 1 out. And here's Jimmy Pearsall. A 7, another gamble card result. And it's a single. Right fielder ball bounds away from him. Star right fielder Ron Swoboda is not. Makes a diving play. So it's it's a single and an error on the right fielder. Runner to third. And then there's going to be an error on the right fielder. Now, damn it, I did it wrong. Let's try that again. It's a single. Runner to third on the error right field. And the runner on first holds there. Runner to third. It doesn't say that the batter goes to second on that. That should be adjusted, but all right. So runners on first and third, only 1 out. Rick Manning now. We're going for the double play on this. 3-0. We're going to bring the infield in. And that's going to be a 3 off Ford, and that is a base hit. 4-0. Rick Manning with his second RBI single of the day. Write that in, and that is the bottom of the 8th. Manning. Single RBI. Had 1 in the second and 1 in the 8th. 4-0. Chomsky's. First and second now. Here's Vida Blue. And we're going to bunt with Blue. He squares. That is an 11. Ooh, a bunt on 11. I think that's a pitcher error. So he bunts it, lays it down back to the pitcher. And pitcher bobbles it, throw to first, and not in time. Bases are loaded. So it's going to be a sacrifice and an error here on the pitcher to load the bases. At this point, I really don't know what to do. Julio Cruz is going to bat. It's a switch hitter, batting from the right side. Just keeping Whitey Ford in there. Here's the pitch. He's a heck of a pitcher. That's Snake Eyes. And we're going to look. It's the batter. And that's a drive in the gap. And that's going to fall in there for at least a double. And I think that's going to be it for Whitey Ford, unfortunately. Cruz drives one with a Snake Eyes. And only 1 out. They're going to hold. It's a pop fly double. They're going to hold the runner at third, second and third now. And we're going to go to the bullpen. I don't know who to bring in. Let me just take a quick peek at the situation here. Ah, there it is. Okay, let's see who they use. Airport Coopers. It's going to be the Cruisers. Let's see the Cruisers. Bullpen. Elias Sosa. Sosa. You got a job to do for me. All right. Elias Sosa. Let's see if we can find that. The Cruisers envelope. Sosa's going to come in to face Burleson. I'm going to try to get these 3 games out of the way today. Sosa comes in, replaces Whitey Ford here in the bottom of the 8th. Runners on 2nd and 3rd. Score is 6-0. Chomsky's. He's a right-hander. I have his card from 1980 Expos. That's all it really tells me. It doesn't tell me too much about the player. That I would have to write down that information. All right, 2nd and 3rd, we're keeping the infield in. We're going to pitch to Burleson, who's not very good. And that's an 11 off Sosa. That is a ground base hit through the infield. It's going to score a run. Score is 7 now. So that was bottom of the 8th, a 2-run double by Cruz. And a Burleson single makes it 7-0. And here comes Bobby Clemente, runners on 1st and 3rd. We're playing back for the double play. That is a 9 off of Clemente, and that is a hard ground ball. But it's not. It's going to be a fielder's choice, unfortunately. Fielder's choice. Hard ground ball. Runners advance 1 base. So fielder's choice, we'll say it's a 6-4. Runner advances, RBI out at 2nd for out number 2. So RBI's ground out for Clemente. And here's Rudy York. Here's the pitch from Sosa. That is a 9 off of York, and that is a hard ground ball to Buck Weaver. Weaver fires to first in plenty of time to retire the side. Last leg, 7-0 ball game. 8-0 ball game. 5 runs in the bottom of the 8th for the Chomskys. They drove Whitey Ford from the game. Buck Weaver's leading us off versus Vida Blue's got a shutout card going. And that is going to be a 9 off of Weaver, and that is a hard hit ground ball to Burleson. Burleson up, fires the first, and time went away. And we're going to try to pinch hit here just to kind of see if we can get something going. Pinch hitter, I know up there's a couple of guys that could be pinch hitters here for me. Ken Griffey's one of them. Oh no, he's a lefty. I want to bring in a righty here. Oh, all the lefties are sitting down. All the lefties. I don't have any righties to pinch hit, so I'm not going to bring in a lefty. I have no righties on the bench that I can see here. I got Bocci, Berra, Moore, and Griffey. So I'm just going to leave the guys that are in there. I will use a lefty for the pitcher spot. So here goes. 1 out, top of the 9th, 2 outs away from a shutout victory. That's a 7. That's a gamble card with nobody on base off the bat of Damaso Garcia. I believe he was a Toronto Blue Jay. That's ball 4. Faster Daring moves to second on a pass ball. So he should be, no, he's fast. So he will move to second on the pass ball. So it's a base on balls. And there he goes to second on a pass ball. And it's Joe Garagiola. Here's the pitch. That is a 7 gamble card with a runner on second. And ground ball to second base, who throws to third base too late. But if he's alert man at third, which he is, let's see. Ground ball to second base, who throws runner out at third. No, doesn't throw him out, but throws to third too late. So he's safe at third. So Cruz gets the ball, fires to third, and the tag is late. Batter safe at first on a fielder's choice. Runners advance 1 base. Alert man out at third. So Rudy York with a tag, and he is out at third base. So they get the fielder's choice at third. So it's a fielder's choice, 4-5. Unusual play. And he is out. I'm just going to call it a force out. That way I don't have to write in any more information. Go Joe Garagiola on at first. And we're going to get anybody. That's not the pitcher. Because right now, due up is the pitcher, Elias Sosa. So we are going to bring in guy with the highest average, I guess. Bruce Bochy. Left-handed hitter. And here's Bochy. That's from the left side, as I said. He's in there. Normally a first baseman. He plays against right-handers. 2 outs, top of the 9th. The Chomskys are 1 out away from a shutout. Blue has allowed 10 hits in this game. Ouch. Here's the pitch. And that is a 4 off of Blue's card. And it's a shutout card at this point. That's a swing and a miss. Ball game over. Shutout for Vida Blue. He gets the victory. The loss is going to go to Whitey Ford. We got another game coming up a little while. Not going to stream that one. But that's all she wrote for this game. I'll go to line score. Line score was the Cruisers. No runs, 10 hits, 2 errors, 9 left on base. The Chomskys, 8 runs, 10 hits, no errors, 8 left on base. I guess the big hit that broke it open was the Julio Cruz double in the bottom of the 8th inning with the bases loaded. That made the score 6-0. And a couple more runs after that on the Burleson single and a ground ball by Clemente. Final score 8-0. Thanks for stopping by. RF. Al, Red Sox fan. STG replays. Easy game to play. You go to the Facebook group, the Time Travel Facebook group, and they got tons of teams there for free in the file section. You can just print out teams and just play them. There's a lot of different seasons, a lot of different great teams. You can also buy cards. They're not very expensive. You get a ton of cards for like 10 or 20 bucks from the company as well. Those are cool as well. And it's an easy game to play. You can teach it to somebody around your house. You can teach it to a family member. Very simple. It's got a lot of drama to it. The gamble cards are a blast. You never know what's going to happen. So you got to shuffle them really good. And great players perform great, and the poor players not so great. And what can I say? I'm going to play another game in a little bit, take a little break. I may come back with a fall classic game. And then come back later to another. I got to go to work tomorrow, but that's okay. Luckily for me, I know what I'm doing. Sometimes. Not always. And any questions about this game, you're free to ask me here, or you can ask me on my YouTube channel, Cards and Dice TV, C&D TV, Baseball TV with Tony Porter. And that's about it. Don't really have too much more to say for now. No hobby news right now that I can think of. I did play a deep drive game yesterday after a long period of rest from it. And that was nice going back to deep drive. I like deep drive a lot. Plays very easy. Just one couple of charts, a one-page rule book. Very simple, very easy to play. Very nice cards. Some of my favorite cards. I like cards that are uncluttered. I don't like cards with a lot of info on them because it just, I don't think it's necessary to really overburden a card with so much data. You know, there's a lot of ways of doing information without having to do that. Just it's easier on my eyes, on my eyeballs. So again, CP Cards and Dice with your host, Tony Porter. I will see you guys later. Chomsky's win a game finally.